Hey guys, it's Ray Davis again with Bridge to the Future, the show where we explore the human past, the human present, and the human future, looking for a better way forward for humanity. We are really in the midst of this coronavirus outbreak here in the United States now, and it's getting quite serious. The numbers are mounting, the concern on the faces of our leaders are apparent, and I think all of us really need to be taking this seriously. As we talked about in the last show, there may be other things going on here, and I think all of us need to keep a wary eye out for that. But there's no doubt that we have a killer virus on the loose here, and this is something that every one of us needs to take seriously. And the only way really to stop it, which is ironic considering we are supposedly the most advanced species on this planet and we're dealing with a single cell organism that is one of the most basic, is the only way to protect ourselves is we basically need to cut off contact with each other for a while. And I know this is really hard. For a lot of people, the idea of not being able to go and do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it is very stressful. And I've seen a lot of people online, talk to a lot of people personally who are really struggling with this. So I wanted to share something from my past this morning that I hope will help you. When I was 25, I got very, very sick and wound up in the hospital. At first, they didn't really know what was wrong with me. Eventually, I was diagnosed with Addison's disease, but that was about 2 months into this process, and I spent about 3 months in the hospital. In fact, 30 years ago today, I would have been in the hospital, laying in a bed. I'd lost a ton of weight. I couldn't eat or drink. I was very, very sick, and really, by any measure, should have died when I was 25. But here I am 30 years later, and I wanted to share with you today that that was a really hard time for me because not only was I very sick and, wondering what was going to happen with me, but I was at the same time watching my friends start their lives, getting married, starting their careers, things like that. A lot of that was delayed for me because of some of the issues I had when I first got out of school, including this illness. And it was a really hard time, and I spent over 3 months in the hospital trying to recover physically and mentally from this. And it was, really hard to do that. So I guess I have some experience in a situation where I kind of was in a personal lockdown for a long period of time. And I can only say this about that to all of you today. I know this is going to be hard, but the smart thing right now is for all of us to take care of ourselves and each other by following these guidelines and keeping ourselves in as little contact with each other as possible. But there will be a brighter day after that. After I got out of the hospital and after that situation, my entire mindset about life and my entire vision for what was possible for me and my future changed. And I credit that experience with so much of what became the positives in my life today. So I just want to tell you that there will be another day. This moment will pass. We will get through this. A new world will have been created, one with a lot of potential new positives. And we just need to get through this moment. But don't let your stress or your frustration with the situation make you do stupid things that put you and other people at risk. Please. I'm not really listening to the politicians or the media at this point. I'm listening to the doctors and nurses on the front lines of this situation, and they are saying over and over again they've never seen anything like this. It's not time to be scared, it's not time to panic, but it is time to be smart and change our behavior. And this is the moment to do it. But if you'll do that, I promise you, there will be a better day, a new day for all of us when we come out of this, and one that unlocks potential for our future that did not exist before this situation. I know it's hard. It's not easy for any of us. We're used to being free beings who do what we want to do whenever we want to do it. And right now we're being told you can't do this, you can't do that, and we don't like it. But the bottom line is we need to be smart in this situation. We need to be aware of what's going on. And we need to envision the future that's coming beyond this. Because it will be an amazing future. This won't last forever. This is a temporary blip. It'll be a great story 20 years from now when people will ask if you remember what happened in 2020. But for now, let's be smart, let's keep our minds focused on something better in the future, and let's get through this. This is Ray Davis with Bridge to the Future. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon.